plenty of goals and plenty of drama in match day number 22 of the 2018-2019 La Liga season. But what's around the corner in match day number 23? We'll take a look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video, this time looking forward to match day number 23 in the 2018-2019 La Liga season. Now, we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things La Liga related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here under one roof. Now, before we jump into match day number 23, we're going to take a look back at match day number 22 to see how many predictions I got right, and of course, how many I got wrong, folks. And I'm telling you, not the greatest weekend for predictions in La Liga. Let's kick it off, though. Huesca up against Valladolid. Now, Huesca, rock bottom of the table, but they turned on the flare this weekend. 4-0 winners over Valladolid. A massive win for them as they try to claw their way out of trouble. But I did not see this one coming. I did see them getting a point, though. 1-1 draw, but I got that one absolutely wrong. Also, next up, Levante, mid-table Levante up against Getafe. Difficult one to call this one. Ended up being a ball draw. I actually saw this going in favour of the home team as well, Levante, with a 1-0 win. So 2 out of 2. Wrong for me. Real Sociedad up against Atlètico Bilbao. Now, Sociedad seem to have turned a massive corner, and they are now doing well mid-table. They did pick up a 3-pointer against Atletico Bilbao. 2-1 winners. I actually got this a 3-1 win for Sociedad. So, not too shabby. I'm on the mend here, boys. Now, this was a surprise one of the weekend. Home form Barcelona against Valencia, who are mid-table, mid to upper table now. A massive 2-2 draw for Valencia away from home. I did not see it coming. I thought it was going to be a comfortable 3-0 win for the Barcelona, the leaders. So, opportunity knocks for the Madrid team. Celta Vigo took on Sevilla as well. And again, another surprise one. Sevilla flying high towards the top of the table. Celta Vigo were struggling, but they picked up a massive 1-0 win at home to give themselves valuable 3 points. I did not see that coming. I saw it was a 2-1 win away from home, so not too great so far. Villarreal took on Espanyo. Now, Villarreal are also struggling towards the foot of the table. Espanyo are a yo-yo team, and right now they're down at the bottom end. Ended up being a 2-2 draw for Espanyo and Villarreal. I actually saw it as a 1-1, so not too shabby. Picked myself up a point there as well. Real Betis up against Atletico Madrid. Betis are flying high in 6th spot after this result, and that was after a 1-0 win over Madrid. I actually saw this going in favour of Real Betis. 2-0. Meanwhile, Eibar took on Girona. Now, Eibar are also in the mid-table, and Girona not too bad as well. They're also knocking on the door of relegate. Meanwhile, Eibar took on Girona. Now, Girona started off the season in pretty good shape. Now, they're looking over their shoulders a little bit after a big thumping by Eibar, who climbed to 10th of the table after a 3-0 win over Girona. I actually saw it as a 0-0 draw. Another big win on the cards here, though, for Real Madrid. They're closing the gap in on the top 2 spots after a 3-0 win over high-flying AlavÈs. 3-0 win. Actually saw it as a 3-1 win, so not too shabby indeed. And wrapping up the weekend, it was Vallecano up against Leganès. Leganès picking up a monstrous win for themselves as well. 2-1 win away from home, and I actually saw this as a 1-1 draw. So some difficult ones in there. Barcelona will be looking over this, as well will Atletico Madrid, with that sloppy away loss. Anyway, kicking on further to this weekend is Valladolid up against Villarreal. I actually see this going in favour of Valladolid, who they've turned the corner a little bit. Villarreal are struggling and they looked doomed, so I'm going to see this as a 2-1 win for Valladolid. Getafe up against Celta Vigo as well, another difficult one. Getafe currently finds themselves in 5th in the table. Celta Vigo struggling, 16th spot. So realistically, stone cold home win. Getafe, and a win there, it won't see them rise above the table, keep themselves comfortably in 5th spot. Atletico Madrid up against Real Madrid. It's the Madrid derby. It's a difficult one, this one. And I'm going to go with something that's probably a little bit of a surprise. I'm actually going to go with home form on this one. Atletico Madrid to comfortably win 2-0 over Real Madrid, and that will hopefully close the gap in the top of the table. 6 points at the minute. It could go down to 3 depending on what goes on with Barcelona. Espanyol up against Vallecano. Espanyol are in 15th spot. Real Vallecano are in they're actually in 18th spot, so it's a mid-bottom table crunch clash. And I actually, because of Espanyol's form at the moment, you can't really predict them. So I'm going to go with a 0-0 draw on this one, and I think Vallecano will be happy with the point away from home. Girona up against Huesca. Girona are in a 17th spot. Huesca are bottom of the table. Huesca with that monstrous win last time out, but away from home, it's going to be difficult, and I don't see it happening. I think Girona will take the 3 points, and of course the victory. Leganès up against Betis. Now Leganès are in where are they? They're 13th at the moment. Real Betis are in 6th. flying high themselves. A win for Real Betis could see them leapfrog Getafe if they were not to pick up a win against Celta Vigo, and I see that happening. Betis with the 2-1 win away from home. What else we got next? Valencia up against Sociedad. Two reasonably informed teams, both on 30 points. Valencia are on 8th, Sociedad in 9th. But I'm going to go with home form on this one, so unfortunately Sociedad will slip up. Valencia will take home the win, the big W. Sevilla goes up against Eibar. Sevilla need a win as well if they're going to close in on third, because they're slipping off the pace a little bit. Eibar themselves are doing okay in 10th spot. A win for them could see them jump as high as 8th, depending on what else goes on. But Sevilla should take home the big W, 2-0 win at home. Barcelona slip it up a little bit against Valencia last time out against Bilbao, who are in 12th spot at the moment, so they've turned a bit of a corner as well. But I see Barcelona getting back to winning ways. 3-1 win away from home. AlavÈs up against Levante. Well, now this one's going to wrap up this weekend. AlavÈs are in 7th now. They've dropped off a little bit. Up against Levante, who are in 11th. So it's a mid-table crunch clash, but I think AlavÈs should get the win. And if they do, they could rise back up to 5th. Again, depending on what goes on. 2-1 win for AlavÈs. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a good old thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button. Get bang up to date with all things La Liga related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here under one roof. And while I still have you, make sure you drop your own comments down in the section below to see what you think will happen this weekend and see how many you can get right. And of course, how many you can get wrong and see who comes out on top. Can you beat my score? Well, usually, or recently anyway, I've been a little bit sloppy, but hopefully I can get back to tip-top shape. Anyway, let me get out until I let you get blah, blah, blah. Anyway, until then, that's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a good old thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button and keep you bang up to date with all things La Liga related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here under one roof. And while I still have you, make sure you drop your own predictions down in the comment section below. And also check out the old description, links to my other social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook. It's all in there so you can catch up with me on the fly. That is right. And also, yeah, we'll be back again, same time, same place, next weekend, as we look forward to match day number 24 in La Liga. Can any of the Madrids close the gap in on Barcelona, or is it theirs to lose? And anyway, until then, thumbs up, subscribe. Ciao. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.